Start by congratulating Duke. In a lot of ways, they have the kind of program that we're trying to build and love it. This is just our third year, and I was really proud of our guys tonight. We competed. We just got to play better. Also want to recognize our crowd. We brought the 806 to New York City and Raider Power going to Madison Square Garden. So we have some of the best fans in college basketball. Want to recognize all the people that came out and supported us. And again, just congratulate Duke. Good as advertised. Really good defensive team. I think because they have the Hall of Fame coach and great players. Everybody talks about the talent in the offense, but it's tough defense. They make it very difficult for you to run your offense. It kind of turns into a dribble drive type game. And tonight we just had way too many turnovers. So congratulations to a program that we have nothing but respect for.
Questions for Jarrett, please?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I didn't know. Jarrett, I guess early on you guys were able to get some charges. I guess how important was that for y'all to just kind of get that momentum in that sense, where you kind of trying to take away the drive from them?
Yes, we played great team defense tonight. That was part of our game plan, and people stepped up and took them, and it was big for us getting some of their players in foul trouble. So that was big.
Jarrett, it seemed like late in the second half, the offense bogged down a little bit. Was that all Duke's defense, or were you guys just sort of in a little bit of a funk, not able to run the stuff you wanted to run?
We just trying to run the stuff that we wanted to run, trying to take our time more, get open shots, and run our offense. They was out and denying us a lot, and they got great defense, so it's hard for us to run our stuff, but we still just trying to stay in there and run what we can run.
Here and then in the back. Do you have one for Jarrett or no?
Oh, yes.
Go ahead.
Jarrett, I guess just overall, I know obviously it's going to sting right now, but what can you kind of take away from this?
Well, it was a great experience. We played a great team out there in Duke, and we're just going to learn from it. We got to turn the ball a little bit less and just take care of it and stick together through the adversity. So I feel like we're going to get better from this game after a loss. But, I mean, it's a great experience and great learning experience for us.
In the back.
Jared, what are you able to kind of take away early in the season with this being able to stick with them for most of the game?
It just says a lot about our team. We got a lot of heart and fight on our team. A lot of great players that want to be coached. So I just feel like we got a lot of fight in our team, and we see that what we can be, but we're not there yet. But we're going to learn from it and try to get to reach our potential.
Right here and then right here.
And individually for you and your play, obviously the Duke freshmen get all the highlights and attention coming in, but how do you feel you personally acquitted yourself playing tonight against them?
I'm really not worried about myself. I was just out there trying to win, do whatever I could do for my team. So it wasn't about me or their star players or whatever. I was just out there trying to win with my team.
I think you guys saw it. The guy to my right is one of the best players in college basketball. A lot of respect for those guys from Duke and all the publicity they get, but the secret's out. Jarrett Culver's a great player, and what makes him really special is what kind of person he is and character, and he's the real deal.
Jarrett, you played extremely poised, and playing an arena that is as famous as this one, were you able to soak in the moment of playing in Madison Square Garden?
I feel like I played it last year, and it was a great experience. So just big games like this, we all see it as opportunity, and that's what we took it as. So it was a big game for us, and we took it as opportunity.
Anything else for Jarrett? We're good? Okay, thank you very much. Someone else? Questions for Coach? Hold up, right here.
Coach, for as good as Jones was on film, what did he show you in person?
So it's like a Duke point guard, like him and Coach are connected. My whole coaching career, I've always eye contact. When I was in junior college, Division II, schools you guys never heard of. We always used to call it just Duke eye contact. Yeah. Just seeing it firsthand was, he's a special player. I think he basically makes their team go. One of the best players I've ever seen of advancing the ball, and he's just connected with his coach. There's no doubt about that.
Coach, last year, Jarrett was behind Keenan Evans, Zach Smith, Jair Smith. What did Culver improve on the most to get to the point where you call him the real deal now?
Yeah, all of the above. The guy's like an old school student of the game. He's in the film room more than anybody I've ever coached. He always wants to get better. He has that fine balance between being confident and killer, but he's also like the nicest guy in the world. He's gonna kill you one-on-one, 10:30 a.m. on Sunday, and he's going to help you go to church at 11:15. He's just got both those balances, but he's special. I think, you know, tonight I wish we could have helped him a little bit more. He played too many minutes, but we're just treading water. You know, we're just trying to stay in the game. This game was kind of eerie. Familiar with like the Villanova game last year. Like we're right there. We get 2 wide open threes and 2 layups around the 6 or 7 minute mark left in the game. Thought if we could have got those, the momentum would have swung a little bit. But this is what Duke does. Like it's like they just know how to win, and so we have a lot of respect for their program. Coach had some great things to say about our program after the game that I'll really will never forget, and I echoed that to the guys in the locker room. So even though we don't win on the scoreboard tonight, I think there's some positives, and you know we look forward to playing in games just like this in the Big 12 next year.
Coach, Jarrett is obviously sensational offensively, but when you guys get into the Big 12, you're going to need other people to emerge scoring the ball. Who do you think are the best candidates for that now as you get ready a couple weeks away from conference play?
Yeah, we got balance on our team. Tonight wasn't a typical night. We're a team that normally gets 4 or 5 guys in double figures. It starts with our seniors. Matt Mooney can really score the ball, and Tariq, and Morrow and Brandon can make shots. And so we definitely have to figure out a more balanced attack offensively. But again, you know, give Duke credit. They really take some things away. So this will be a great film for us to watch as a staff and a team, and you know, improve.
All the way in the back.
Coach, you mentioned the turnovers. Had some very early there, and you fall behind 8-0. How do you think the team handled it after that?
I thought we were composed all night. We call it stone-faced. It's kind of our terminology. And I didn't think there was any panic or what have you. We just had a lot of uncharacteristic, unforced turnovers. And so that's the stuff we got to clean up. We knew it wasn't going to be a perfect game. We allowed ourselves, you know, 10 to 15 turnovers, including block shots, to be in the game. And I think our formula turned out to be right. You know, we turned it over 24 times. Never had a team do that, but give Duke credit.
Right here.
You mentioned Duke and them being as good as advertised. I'm wondering, like, what were some of the specific things that you saw from Zion and from RJ, even though RJ had an off night offensively, but what were some of the things that you saw from them?
Well, by far, just their defense. They're a good defensive team, and you know I know the offensive stuff's what you guys write about, the talent, the mock drafts, and all this. Hall of Fame coach, but I mean, that's a good team defense. They take you out of what you want to do, and they even make the next adjustment too. We had a kind of a secondary game plan. We wanted to space out and use the pick and roll, and then coach started changing his pick and roll coverages. So, you know, it's like playing a little video game there. If I'd had about 15 timeouts, you guys might think I'm a little bit better coach, but you know, you've only got a couple, so you just kind of sit there and take it.
Coach, how do you feel about, you know, the winning culture and the program that you built in your 3 years at Texas Tech?
Yeah, we're a work in progress, but I think the best thing about tonight was we have a locker room full of guys that are really disappointed. We expected to win the game. It's not arrogance, it's just belief. We have a lot of confidence in our program, and to get to the Elite Eight our second year, compete for the Big 12 championship. We lost a lot off that team, and but here we are right back in the fight. So I give our players all the credit. Our first team had 5 seniors. Last year had 5 seniors. Those guys really paved the road for where we're at today and what we can be.
Okay, we good? Okay.
Thank you.